Wonder if the gods are watching me. Anything of use? Risk being in open view. Have to keep going. Let's see.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast! He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him! You bet your ass I am! And I won't stop till that fucker is dead!
Horrible than you can imagine.
Try me.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
Helen! Isabel! My love. You are dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him.
But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Await beyond the horizon.
Thaniel rests still, but it's no easy slump. The shadows rendered him in two, and what stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. It's both simple and not. We need to find Thaniel's missing half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something... perhaps not. If he truly is a part of Thaniel, then he... and I truly mean we. If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute. And it seems your ranks are quite packed.
What's hiding here?
The shadows yet fester. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls? Thou shalt think about it now, and I shall give the answer. Mind flayers are soulless. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished, as one, and as three. The Alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder. No. Very well.
Why, yes. Once Alfira's done with this song, we will be looking for patrons.
You're here. Good. That's good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me. Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
What will we do once we reach the city? Back in last light, I was racking my brains, and then a blinding light. Didn't think we'd make it without the old El Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job. But the best leaders know. Turns out the people around him were better than him. Guess he got what was coming to him. I would. He didn't have any fight left in him. I looked up to him. We all did. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. Hopefully.
I could perform.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't it? Mephistopheles is one of the Lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. That it is a common rite among Zeluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I don't know.
Your parents both followed the Moon Maiden. I could sense their faith, even in a brief glimpse of the past.
It is a tragedy that the Moon Maiden's right was perverted by Shah. Your future was stolen from you.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
What's the story? Well, that ends not as bad as it could have.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Of course.
Just the one?
Бля.
Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Considering all we've been through, I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less.
Never wanted the easy path. Let's see what this does.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Of course.
Just the...
What a charmer.
Keep your distance, darling.
I never met a skeleton
On my
before.
way.
Are you know...
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. Old Rusty? Sure.
Gods be damned. Should Baldur's Gate fall to... We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate. We're fighting... It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snake, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. I'll accept the flat. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me. Horns and all. The people will see a curiosity, but I will slay their monsters, keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. I had Mizora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world or the depths of the lower dark and still never shake her. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. I understand. The shadows are cruel. Well, lucky for us, we've got a knack for miracles. Let's reunite the girl with her mother and father. She deserves that, because there's nothing to tell. As a boy, my bond with father was... Now, well, I'd be lying if I said I'd never... Maybe I'd be living in the city, but There's no use lingering on maybes. My mind is on the stories of today and tomorrow, not those of yesterday. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid it. Orin, I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled, bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned...
Чё ты, блядь, еще хочешь, сука?
I did what was right. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites. Not Zariel's victims.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'd count my lucky stars for it, but I reckon luck is on holiday. I'm only alive, but it's Mizora who grants me the power to Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all out, but I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regret. It was worth the sacrifice.
Something's on my mind.
Helm's blessing.
Thanks for watching out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. Hopes for you, Hell Rider.
Why are we still here?
Better not be cursed.
What's next, I wonder?
What a day.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Breathe deep and move. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Watch it, oaf! So much blood. Almost dizzy with the smell of it.
Let's have a look. City ahead. Should mind my step.
Не очень понимаю, что по заданию. Вообще почти не понимаю. Здесь вроде было еще одно задание, помимо вот этого парня, которого я убил. Теперь метки нет почему-то.
Something's alive down here. I'm not sure I want to meet it.
Count on me.
Let's turn someone inside out. With finesse. Make it hurt.
Endless. On I go.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Want another?
Miss this.
Light on my feet.
I can't take much more.
The stink of that place might never wash out.
Ну, вроде бы все. Ладно, окей.
Absolute may be gone, but the shadows aren't. We'll still need to tread carefully.
All right. Time to see what new horrors waiting for us.
Честно, не знаю, куда делось задание, я его и не помню особо. Там в этом подземелье, где я только что был, где куча говна красного, да. Нужно было убить как там, Белитора или как его там, и что-то еще сделать. Ну, ладно.
know that you know you're about to let me out of this thing. Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company. Did me a good turn there, didn't you? What do I owe you? Sure I can. Yeah, sure, why not? Here, give this bell a shake. Speak the magic words and your protection from the shadow curse. You're welcome.
What's up for discussion?
No! Go away!
Wherever Oliver has fled to, you have to pursue him. No doubt he will seek a place where the shadows are strongest.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Hungry for the slaughter.
You should have just left me alone! Spoil my fun! Honestly, lesson. Just you watch!
Have to keep going.
All right, Karlak. It's go time.
Stop that! You're supposed to be playing, not breaking things. You're spoiling my fun! Stop it right now, or you'll be sorry. Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here, playing? I had everything I've ever wanted, right here! And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving. You can't make me. He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time. I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone. I didn't give up. But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot. So I wouldn't have to make up friends to play with anymore. I'd have someone real. I'd like that. And he would too, I think. All right, I'll do it. I want to do it. Bye. And thank you for playing with me.
Don't touch me.
Don't waste a step.
I ought to do the rounds again.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces. I should speak up.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can... No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. I hope they will remain as a... Still, I would like to return here someday. I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. Not what, who. But all in due course. I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
You did it. Ketheric Thorn.
О, господи, блядь.
The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace and bestows its...
I swear, I can already feel a change in...
Just tell me what you need.
lies before me.
Come on, let's go!
Keep a blade close.
No.
How much further can I go?
So, what were you before you were this?
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Of course.
I suppose.
It's like
Very well.
once you're dead.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air.
Fair enough.
Making me sweat.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Hey ho.
Was someone there?
Never a dull moment. These boots have seen everything. road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
Where Wargaz failed to kill you, I won't make the same mistake.
Ex Textura!
I'm heating up. What's it gonna take?
Ебать.
Let's go.
I will take the artifact for my queen! Moving.
Very well.
Ready for another round?
Think you can take me on? Need to find a way forward.
smell blood.
Dance macabre. Keep them guessing.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Put him up.
That took the edge off. Another step forward.
Hey, good looking.
What's next?
Let's march.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Wanna dance?
How delicious.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Trust no one.
My faith will guide me. My faith protects me. Wits and blades always sharp.
Best get going. Very well. Open up. Here goes nothing. shadow curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us. Looks like an army marched through here.
The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Господи, наконец-то эта слеза закончилась. Я, блядь, ждал этого момента. Наконец-то. Другая локация, господи. Светлая, слава богу. Текстур нет.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant.
Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Gods, I could sleep for 100 years. Looks safe enough for a night, I reckon.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
With haste. What's in here?
Looks empty.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Of course.
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise. Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. Considering all we've been through, I think I would...
Always a pleasure.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better. Look, I appreciate that. I'm very grateful, of course. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend. If we don't find we should get to them. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town.
Might be useful.
I can't believe it. And by killing him, you set him free. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew she was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then, And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black, black, black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found Last Light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. I did. Who would trust the next of kin? It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Myrkul, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly, but Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the shadow. I was killed. Murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh. Recall that in time, all...
Seems simple enough.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join power.
You're under attack. Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Watch this. Under their noses.
Die, you illitid harborer!
On my way.
On the move.
Tadpole scum! Attack!
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Ignis!
Light on my feet. This is gonna feel good. On it.
That orb's going to blow. And soon.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
That took the edge off.
Soldier.
Well,
What am I to do?
Nothing will stand in my way.
My turn.
To me.
Friend of Cake, you will be cleansed.
May the gods take you first.
Fuck yes.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry. I can't hold them back alone. I need you now.
Don't burn yourself.
There is work to do. What to do? The skull. Come to the skull.
Need to find a way forward.
It's not over. Come to help me. It's not over. Come to the skull.
am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide.
Как же они ебошат, блять, это пиздец.
Moving.
Все, зависло.
What should I do?
Take two.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. It's like I said before, I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me to what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain. The one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course, they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Not all mind flayers are alike. I have always valued freedom above all else. In my past life, and present. It has been a burning need within me for as long as I can remember. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illitid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power. He refused. And so she sealed him within this prison. His honor guard, ever loyal, followed him in. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold, Prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackheath will be finished. A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackheath. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, you would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. Like it or not, our chances of defeating the Elder Brain are substantially improved if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an Illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not? You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
Ну вот и допиздились.
Please.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
Ой, блядь. Пиздец, нахуй. Релизная версия, ебанулся, блядь. Пиздата, блядь.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
Moving ahead.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Don't help me. The Honor Guard, destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
Despite
You but
as the whole.
happy together.
Gods, it's hot in here. I'm going to enjoy this.
Time to kill.
Have to keep going.
These boots have seen everything.
My word. Cry about it.
Let's have some courage. Let's play.
For Orpheus! Attacker!
Got to press on.
Now this is my happy place. The hammer's gonna fall.
Cut and run.
Сейчас все намного лучше, даже никто не умер. Прекрасно.
Thank
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
It's like an adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure.
Оно не пропускается.
To a colony of mind flayers. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by my circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me. I served the Elder Brain. The one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea. My name, he told me the name was intended as a slight. To remind me, Prince Orpheus, son of the first I am alone. Orpheus will be much easier to control. No, the moment I realized all I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in that we may look different. But to the Elder Brain we are all. I appreciate when I realize as an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I am. If you let me, and you will soon see that the benefits out the answer. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Well,
Now, hold out. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
Time to press ahead. Maybe I need more pockets. Something good here, I hope. I need a quick word.
Go to the city.
a shot.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
What's inside?
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? The powers we already received have proved useful, true. But this is something different entirely. Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself. Fine. I truly hope you're right about this.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind, the tadpole's essence, call you feel different.
Perhaps. Once the others see what you can do, they will
Can't slow down.
Don't be shy.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
No time to rest. If not over, then through.
What's on your mind? I guess the vanilla-flavored tad... Then again, you can pull it off better than most. You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Wasn't a decade in Avernus punishment enough? Oh, I'm that easy to manipulate, am I? Where's that bloody worm? Stick it in my eye before I change my mind.
Life, it wants to...
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve. What are you?
The tadpole's essence courses through you, where you feel different.
I suppose, but if you had opened your mind to it, rather than consuming it, your allies could have taken advantage of its power as well.
Moving in. I have something to ask.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to, at least my lack of tentacles. I'm not sure what's next for you. Don't look at me like that. The answer is no. No.
Capability, alacrity, quickness. The feeling the world was made for you. Such is the potential of the illithid kind. He sees it, yet he fears it still. As you pick apart his mind, you discover his worst memory. That which brings him the purest terror. Complete solitude after being disobedient. Sealed, buried alive. Voiceless. Will this be forever? A year of horror, then the release. He will never disobey again.
Damn you. All right. Yes? Careful, I bite. What now?
All right, what now? One day I'll catch a break. What's cooking? Can't give up now. At the ready.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Best be on my way.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Don't mind if I do. No traps, please.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. That's the first thing I did. Mum always said to look for a temple if I needed help. But they said they couldn't help me. Because of the circumstances. That's what they said.
Everything you want for supper.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Oh, jeez, your tummy can handle. What do...
It's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to... Well, why are you so nosy? Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. But please don't.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these spotters out!
Arthur, sweetheart, if you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
You shouldn't have to make people feel welcome in places they... I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement? My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something. Who do you think you are? Zenobia?
You paid us to protect you and your high quality, as I said.
Fine.
Чё ты за пиздюк, блядь? Бакстер.
Swift as my feet can carry me. What are you calling this? Anything of use?
And cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right?
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
I want to have a word.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman.
That's curious.
To be cautious. Something good here, I hope. Wonder what's past this. Attention!
Like a wraith.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Step carefully. There's a trap.
I'd love to, thanks.
Watch your bag.
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Be careful. There are traps.
Trap.
There. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Traps. How considerate. It's big, but still young. Heavens help the hunter if its mother caught them.
Let's see here.
I've got a long road ahead.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. An ordinary lamp. Not a trace of magic on it.
Well, well, well.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Making me sweat.
Easy.
No one back home will ever believe this. Might be worth checking Arthur's donations. Looks like his generosity's compromised. Breathe deep and move. Just out of view. Can't keep me out. What's hiding here? Wanted the easy path. Never wanted the easy path. Didn't want to draw any attention. Open up. My way. Very well. Here we go.
For much, just a easy investment to get me started. What do you call this? Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire.
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me? Well, with Zenobia and the others gone, all right, now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. A broom can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
Time to get going.
Get out of this. It's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Nearly there now. You can see the city.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. The cultists assaulted the gate. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you...
Everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
All right, time to skulk about. At the ready. What's hiding here? If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
If not over, then through.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
Taxis for you to protect us, not these intruders.
What in the hells was that?
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Oh, my apologies. Now I hear you speak, I, of course, realise you're a local. Another bleeding heart. Piss. They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Young lady, Shadowheart.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
Citizens.
Really? I prefer my company. Extraordinary.
Oh, thanks.
Donations? Very funny. You can make a donation to the refugees, or you can leave.
Well, if you must.
I should speak up.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see.
of sight, out of mind.
Oh, it's only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
These boots have seen everything.
Can you please let your arms be so snug?
What was that? Are you all right? What happened here? What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up... I don't want to think about it. How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives? All right, I guess it can't hurt. I'll check up on...
Let's move.
I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
Watch your bag. What fun.
It's only a couple of pots.
Let's prowl.
At least things have stayed interesting. On my way. I don't need any attention right now. Breathe quiet. Move with care. Moving in.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
What's up for discussion?
You did me a real favor clearing all... That old bone-bag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look.